flight from Singapore all the way to Zurich via Doha on Qatar Airways. It'll be about 20 hours of traveling non-stop all the way from here in Singapore all the way until we reach Qatar. So now it's about roughly 10:34 p.m. in Singapore, and we only reach at 10 p.m. Singapore time in Zurich. Okay, so while waiting to check in, I'll just talk about the brief itinerary of this entire trip. So this entire trip will be a 5-part series. So the first video will be a flight review from here to Zurich. The subsequent four videos will be videos documenting each part of my stay in the various parts of Switzerland. So I'll be visiting many different cities and I'll be doing many different activities. So along the way, I'll be releasing this 5-part series starting somewhere in mid-December or maybe towards the end of December into the new year 2023. So do stay tuned for that. So here's the flight schedule. It doesn't show our flight yet, I think, but I managed to find it off flight radar 24. Our gate is D17 or D47, yeah, D47, if I'm not wrong. Boarding only at 2 AM, so still a long way to go. Oh yes, yeah, right at the top there, Q1945, right at the top there. Yeah, all the way at the top. Okay, so this is the check-in area. The interesting thing is that they actually check your passports before you actually check in your bags. It's something new that wasn't around before the pandemic. I just checked in, got on my boarding pass, and now we're heading to the gate already. It's roughly 12:30 in the morning, and it's pretty quiet here. A lot of shops closed already. We're currently boarding a very long queue, not even one yet, and queue already starting. For business class and economy. So no premium economy over here.
Welcome on board. Hello.
Currently it's seat 28A with a good view of the wing. I'll be planting my GoPro here for videos later on. So let's take a look. So we have a typical pillow over here. They're playing the World Cup theme song up there just now. Blanket as usual. Some care pack. I'm not sure what this is. I will unbox this later on in the video. Typical interesting color design. There with something like this, and with the typical in-flight entertainment system over here. Similar to Emirates ICE flight to Doha. Let's see how this works. I'll show more of this later on. Alright, let's move to the leg room. Good spacing. Not too bad for someone who is about 1.74. Quite a comfortable seat comparing an airline like Emirates. Comparing with Emirates, pretty comparable so far. Not too bad. Oh yes, one more thing I forgot to announce here. There are power outlets at the bottom, kind of dark, not sure if I can see it. Let me see if I can. Oh yes, I can do this. Oh, pretty dark nonetheless. USB and some 2 points over here, I think, for the headphones here. There's nothing here. They don't have a universal power socket here. Yeah, but there's a USB one. So from the back just now, you actually get 2 socks, a pair of socks, and an eye mask to sleep. Okay. All grey in color, interestingly. Oh, they've the Quran, audio of different things here, even the World Cup as well, Arabic, Western, African music, very diverse. Oh yes, one more thing I forgot to announce here. There are power outlets at the bottom, kind of dark, not sure if I can see it. Let me see if I can. Oh yes, I can do this. Oh, pretty dark nonetheless. USB and some 2 points over here, I think, for the headphones here. There's nothing here. They don't have a universal power socket here. Yeah, but there's a USB one. much that you've got their attention. And you're lovely people on board. This is for you. So now we're just going to head to our transfers first. and probably just sit around the terminal. Our next flight is around 10 a.m. Qatar time. Now it's about 5:17, so we have about 5 hours to kill. Still a lot of time. So it's so early in the morning at around 5:30, and look at how busy it already is. Busy in Changi Airport. Found our gate number, which is A5 to Zurich later on. So now we'll probably stop at the cafe for the next 5 hours. Anyways, I forgot to talk about the Wi-Fi at the airport. It is relatively alright, but not too strong. The Wi-Fi is a bit slow, but it's still adequate to send messages. From time to time, your connection may cut off. Overall, the airport is okay. With the architecture, I'll say that this is above my expectations. Not what I really expected, so above my expectations in a good way, above and beyond. So this is actually the end of the sea gates. Quite a long walk, if you ask me, from the transfer area. A worth it walk if you have a lot of time to kill. There's a cafe here as well, and other eateries around the area as well, and all the duty-free shops along the area as well. And now we'll head back to the cafe, and yeah, we only board in roughly 2-3 hours time. It's about 2 hours to kill before our flight departs. So we'll probably just go back to the cafe. Oh, and there are 2 lounges over here. They're all at the other end of the terminal. So this is a new... Okay, so I'm in the Qatari metro. In the metro, the airport metro. So it actually leads to gates A and B from the end of the concourse.
Thank you.
Over here.
Please hold on to the hand. The train is departing to Southern Station.
It's an interesting concept compared to Singapore's SkyTrain, as this is all indoors within the airport terminal. Alright, so 1 hour before departure, and now we are boarding our flight at gate A5.
19 outbreak as a precautionary measure to safeguard your health and well-being. We like to remind all customers to kindly maintain social distancing throughout the boarding process.
So far, my experience here on Qatar Airways and also through Hamad International Airport has been quite a decent one. In terms of service, all the staff, they've been quite helpful all around the place. Something I don't really see in Changi Airport compared to, I'll say, Doha and Hamad International Airport is that there are quite a number of staff that are stationed at many different areas all throughout the airport. So if you're going to ask for directions, you can ask them. One flaw, or maybe one reason why this is so, is because some of the signs are not done properly, or some of the signs may be a little misleading, especially to the new extension, which is the Orchard. So the signs lead to some point, but eventually the signs kind of disappear and reappear again. So I guess this is the rationale behind why there's so many staff all around the airport. But nonetheless, they've been quite helpful in guiding us around the various areas around the airport.
Welcome board, so go straight. Hi, morning.
Business class. wise, same thing, they give a blanket and they have a pillow, the Sudomi headset, but they didn't give the same care package as earlier on. Legroom wise, a bit tight. Maybe 4 fingers, The sound is 1.74. Alright. Tray tables, same thing. Slightly more cramped, but can't complain about the view here. So you take a look at what we have here. We have the ginger ale here. A nice small. This is some chicken meal down there. Well, this comes in handy. You can see how this works. Better than breakfast. Wow. Sumptuous. Alright. Fold this up a bit. Okay. There you got the water, which I'm gonna use as well. Cake for dessert. And the silverware cutlery that Qatar Airways offers. This seems to be some sort of cold yogurt, I think. I'm gonna try it and tell you what this is. Very interesting. Something I may have never seen before. I'm gonna try to tell you how it tastes. And this looks like a mousse, some raspberry cheesecake. Yeah, raspberry cheesecake with the yellow top chocolate, white chocolate piece over there. Overall, a very sumptuous meal by Qatar Airways. I am thoroughly impressed by this meal, and yeah, this definitely makes up for whatever the cramped seating here. This kind of makes up for it. right at the back. A lot more spacious here.
مرحبا بكم في مطار زوريخ الدولي. Welcome to Zurich. The local time here is 3 p.m. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has completely stopped and the seatbelt fan is switched off. Please take care when opening all storage compartments and ensure that you have all your personal belongings and travel documents with you as you disembark the aircraft. Remember that smoking is not permitted until you are within a designated smoking area. Thank you for choosing to fly with Qatar Airways and the One World Alliance. It has been our pleasure taking care of you today. Qatar Airways, the official airline of the journey for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022.
After 20 hours, we're finally here in Zurich. It's been a long trip, layovers and whatnot. So that kind of concludes this flight review. I'll be concluding the video once I'm back in the hotel later on. Then do stay tuned on part 2 of the series, which will be on my first few days in Switzerland, in Zurich and also in Lucerne. So that will be the second part of the series, and then the following series videos will be in Interlaken and the various areas of Switzerland as well. So do stay tuned for them. They'll be released every Saturday from the end of December onwards till the New Year in 2023. Right. It's like we were coming along this evening.
Bye.
Willkommen am Flughafen Zürich. Dieser Zug bringt Sie zu den Gates A, B und